Happy New Week, everyone. This is a fresh week of opportunity to realign, refocus, and make progress on the things that matters. Welcome to Legally Startup, the Startup Founders Legal Corner with Deborah and Enyone, where law meets innovation. I am your guide through the legal, regulatory, and strategic insight into building, scaling, and protecting your amazing idea in this fast-paced world. Here we break down complex legal concepts into actionable steps that fuels your growth and keep you compliant so you can focus on what you know how to do best, which is innovating. Today we'll be dealing with Startup Founders Agreement. So what's a Founders Agreement? This is the rule book where you have everything around the business spelled out. Things around equity, roles and responsibilities, decision making. It's not just a paperwork. It is a very important rule book. Consider it as your business marriage contract. Why do you need a founders agreement? You need it to protect your business. You need it to protect your relationship with your co-founder or co-founders. And with it, the investors will have confidence to invest in your company because they see you as organized and legally compliant. What are some of the clauses that you need to include in this document? One is the equity split and vesting. You need to spell out who owns what percentage, and how is this earned. The other one is the decision-making terms. Who makes the decision on what, and what are the voting systems that you want to employ? The other one is intellectual property ownership. Everything built for your business, for the company, belongs to the company, and it has to be well spelled out to avoid any of the parties misusing it for their own personal gain. And then there's the exit and buyout. Should one party decide to exit the company, what happens? Or if they decide to sell their stake, you need to define all these terms clearly. And there's the dispute resolution. When dispute arises, how do you want it resolved? Is it through mediation, arbitration, or litigation? You need to spell out all this before the stress comes in, before the success comes in, before the money comes in. So you don't feel cheated and blindsided. So you have to draft your founders agreement and make sure you do this with your legal team. Endeavor to draft your founders agreement with your legal team. Ask them to break down every clause that you don't understand. And align your founders agreement with your shareholders agreement. Remember, you can always review and update your founders agreement as the business grows. It's been Legally Startup, the blueprint to building the future with confidence. If you found this conversation useful, just keep it to yourself. Kindly share with a fellow startup founder. Until next time, keep building boldly, innovating smartly, and remember that every great idea requires a solid legal foundation. Thank you and have a great week.